This is the Kimera EVO37, and you might call it a restomod, but it is so much more than that. Think of it as the product of an alternative reality where Lancia decided to take their championship-winning 037 Group B car and develop it further still in pursuit of rear-wheel drive perfection. And it asks the very simple question, if you had the means, why would you buy anything else?
A big statement, but all will be explained with the help of this incredible Portimao racetrack and a guest appearance by a Lamborghini Revuelto. But first, a word of caution about all the shiny new resto mods. They all sound cool, but you need to ask who's behind them and are they qualified to deliver on the promise? Kimera Automobili are made of the right stuff. Founded by former WRC driver Luca Betti, the whole ethos of the company is about passion and respect for the past, coupled to some ingenious lateral thinking. The EVO37's tagline is authentic evolution and imagines a world where instead of developing the Delta S4, the 037 continued against the mighty Audi Quattro.
Of course, that isn't what happened, and Lancia developed the incredible Delta S4, an absolutely wild machine that ended up killing off Group B. But let's talk about the 037 story, because this was an amazing car. It took the central part of the chassis from the Lancia Monte Carlo sports car, new subframes front and rear, double wishbone suspension. The body was sort of a mix of fiberglass and Kevlar. I think they said Kevlar, but probably quite a lot of fiberglass in there too. Had a 2.1 litre supercharged 4-cylinder engine, and it fought Audi by being light and agile. This car in 1983 became the very last rear-wheel drive WRC championship winning car before Lancia inevitably followed Audi.
The Kimera follows the same formula, even using a Monte Carlo donor car, but the quality, componentry and beauty is dialed up substantially, and the bodywork is now, of course, fully carbon fibre.
But it also has something pretty special in the back, because it takes the learnings from the Delta S4 and applies them to the 037 engine. So instead of a 2.1 litre supercharged engine, we go the twin charge route. So this is a brand new billet block, 2.1 litres, supercharger and turbo. So the supercharger is in down low to avoid turbo lag. And it actually cleverly in this car, it's got an electronic clutch, so it decouples at 4,200 RPM, and then you've got this big turbo, which gives you all that big boosty top end performance that you want. And that clutch system means you don't get any parasitic losses. It probably saves 30 horsepower of just running the supercharger. So what I love about this, not only have they taken the Delta S4 learnings, but they've used some of the original team who were involved back in those Group B days. It's all built around Turin. There's just such a respect for the history and an understanding. Let's take the mother of all those Martini racing cars and take the best of them and put them back where it all began. I absolutely love this. We've got 3 engine maps, 300, 400 and 505 basically. 6-speed manual from an Audi R8, double wishbone suspension, all the good stuff. This, if you don't love this, like, you have problems. This car is a work of art and a stroke of genius. I love the concept behind it. So let's drive it on the track properly. Well, if you haven't fallen in love with the concept and execution of this car from an engineering point of view, you might want to check your pulse. But what about the dynamics? As I said before, resto mods are cool, but they've got to deliver. So let's start with the real basics, just being in it. It's such a small, special car to be in. Think miniature F40 and you're about at the right place. It just feels so small, so special and so different. Part of that, of course, is this engine, this 2.1 litre supercharged and turbocharged car, and it's got a character unlike anything else I've ever driven, really. There is plenty of torque and throttle response, but then there's this big boosty delivery at the top end. The car weighs a ton dry, let's say 1100 kilos with everything in it, probably including me, to be honest. So it's rapid, but it's not really about that. It's the balance of performance to grip, how hard you're working. It's not some monster physical car, but you have to know what you're doing, and you can feel its rally car routes rather than circuit routes. The next car's going to be more track focused, but this feels definitely like it's been set up by a rally driver, and I will not complain about that. It's so good. The gearbox, Graziano box shared with the Audi R8, and it's lovely. The whole car has this really polished, honed feel. Like whatever you do with it, someone's been there before you and figured out how to make it behave just the way you want it to behave. It's a feast and a riot. The right size, the right weight, so much character, so much involvement, so much adjustability. It's wicked. Give me one of these. Give me one of these. The brake pedal's a little bit long. I think if you were going to develop the car just for the track, a bit more brake bite, initial brake bite. The front's a little bit soft, so maybe a bit more anti-roll bar on the front, just to let you carry a bit more speed. But what a thing just to enjoy and hone your own skill with. It really is little wonder that so many customers are looking towards perfected old concepts rather than brand new ones which just prize tech and raw horsepower. But it's easy to get carried away in a car like this. It feels so authentic, the smells and the sounds and the sensations are so special. But can it really deliver the same thrills as a modern supercar? Well, we happen to have one, so shall we find out?
From the sublime to the ridiculous then, but we do like ridiculous. The Revuelto is actually very similarly priced to the Kimera, but instead of a 4-cylinder engine, there's a 6.5 litre V12 that goes to 9 and is supplemented by 3 electric motors, 2 of which drive the front wheels. Total output is 1001 horsepower, so nearly twice as much as the EVO37. Then again, it's not too far off twice as heavy.
I think this lid tells you an awful lot about the difference when you jump into something like a Revuelto. That's 290 clicks, 303, and I'm braking early. I mean, the level of performance is on a different scale altogether. First thing to notice, obviously so much bigger, just the scale of the car is huge. The steering, lighter, less of that granular feedback that you get in the Kimera. And then the speed. The thrills are huge, but accessing them is difficult. Even on a track, I know how well balanced, well integrated, what a fantastic job they've done with this car. But do I feel compelled to light it up for all the big third gear corners? Not really, it will do it. The manners are not that different to that fantastic little Kimera, which speaks a huge amount to how good this Lambo is. It's just everything's elevated in terms of speed. I guess pick your poison at the end of the day. Don't believe that all these things are too big, too heavy, and too much to be used. That isn't true, but do believe that perfecting some mega old cars can give you just as big a thrill as pitching a Lambo into a corner and seeing if you come out the other end of it.
So the new ways can be great, but the yearning to get back into the Kimera is strong.
So I'm not going to pretend the Lamborghini isn't a huge amount of fun. It really is. And I absolutely understand people who have that pursuit of more power, more drama if you like. And I think the truth is these sorts of cars can probably exist side by side, but it doesn't matter to me. The Supercar versus restomod debate could go on forever. For me, it's not about the format, it's about the execution, the control, the character. And you put this car against any car you can think of, and it can hold its head high and stand toe to toe with it in things that I value and the things that everyone should value, because this is a real car. It is mega. So good, can even break the camera crew's greatest work.
I love this car in ways it's hard to describe. In fact, the next time somebody asks me my favourite car ever, the Kimera EVO37 will definitely be in the conversation. It's that good. And on the road, it's even more impressive. So poised and playful, but so angry and intense, so evocative and dreamy, yet so physical and gritty and real. Why would you buy anything else? It's a good question. Right here and now, the answer eludes me. What a